Jalen Brunson is telling current teammates, friends, and family that he is coming back to the Dallas Mavericks. That, according to Jake Fisher from Bleacher Report, who we had on yesterday after his first report that the New York Knicks were clearing about $25 million in cap room to go after Brunson, not Kyrie, go after Brunson. And league execs still believed that Jalen would return here. Jake threw out a contract that he had been hearing, about $22.5 per season for Jalen. And then last night, this set off all my social medias when I posted it with Jalen Brunson apparently telling those in his inner circle he is returning to the Mavericks. Kevin Gray with the balance on the other side tweeting, I was told nothing imminent. Still got free agency to start at the end of the month. These reports are a little bit premature. No offense to KG. I'm gonna side a little bit more with Jake Fisher right now because this is multiple times that he's saying different things about Jalen Brunson returning. League execs believe it, and now Jalen is apparently saying it.
Yeah, look, I mean, the Mavericks retaining him was always a high likelihood. There was always going to be the pull of more money, more usage as the number one or number two guy, and, going to play closer to where either you grew up or where your father is. That was always going to be in the back of people's minds in terms of, because look, we are a very insecure fan base of the Dallas Mavericks when it comes to free agents. Extremely insecure.
Yeah.
And rightfully so. Rightfully so. They have given us no reason to be, confident about anybody signing, re-signing, or coming here. So I get it. I get that there was always that kind of hesitancy, but the likelihood is that they were going to offer him money and he was going to stick around.
And I hate that I have this cynical viewpoint towards Cuban, but I just do. This is the safe thing for him to do. I'm lacking a better word. Safe versus exciting is the best one I can come up with. You don't want to make just exciting moves, but safe versus a move that puts you into true contention. This is safe. What this does for Cuban is it probably keeps Luka happy. It keeps the Mavs as a definite playoff team. You can say, hey, we're bringing back a squad that made it to the Western Conference Finals. That bought Cuban a little bit more room to keep Luka happy before he gets ticked off and says, we're not a true contender. I want out of here. You're not getting me enough help. Mark Cuban, really, RJ, it kind of pisses me off a little bit. This man gets very, very lucky with his team. He kind of lucked in to Dirk that he became, the all-time second, one or two best all-time foreign player ever, right there alongside Hakeem. They found the next Dirk when he was retiring in Luka. They won the championship in a very unconventional way, and now Jalen Brunson allows him some more breathing room to buy time to keep Luka happy because,
he needs it.
Because on the other side, the discussion I would be having in the organization, if we give Jalen Brunson this money, how are we going to afford a third piece? Are we going to be as good or better than next year? Those would have been issues and problems and hurdles in my mind. So I'd be like, okay, he's not a true number two, so let's not overpay, right? They're doing this in Atlanta right now. Woj reporting they're going to move John Collins. John Collins and Jalen Brunson is a very, to me, good comparison. They're different players, totally different positions, but in terms of trying to figure out what they are and are they worth the bag, as the kids say. But I think Cuban instead was in the meeting saying, or he's thinking to himself, hey man, this is easy. Let's go ahead and pay him, and we can keep we can keep getting first round or second round playoff berths when he should know deep down this isn't an NBA Finals team at the moment.
Yeah, it's not an NBA Finals team. He should know that, and they were not.
Some organizations go for the kill, and I think I don't know. Again, I said this was cynical. I feel like this allows Cuban to get away with one.
We do not go for the kill. I don't believe.
I think we would if we could.
If we would, we could. But I think that's also a bit of a cop-out. Why can't we? I mean, name the team that's got Luka Doncic as a player on it. As far as I know, there's only one of them. He is a guy that players you would think would want to come play with. Let's make it happen. Like let's find a way to get creative and not just re-sign Jalen Brunson at $25 million. Let's find a way to get creative the way the Warriors did, where they got rid of KD, they got D'Angelo Russell, they flipped him for Wiggins and Kuminga.
Let's talk about going for the kill with them. What were the money amounts that you were throwing out the other day? This doesn't happen really in sports anymore. This definitely doesn't happen in business. Every business is worried about penny pinching so their own executives can lock up their own bonuses. They're not going to give up their millions of dollars additionally per year in order to save their staff. They're just going to lay people off, and they're going to keep their revenue the same.
Yeah.
They're going to keep their bank account sitting fat and happy and not worry about their staff. That's the way it is in businesses. And in sports, teams are terrified of the luxury tax. Man, props to the Golden State Warriors for what they've been doing and what they may do.
All right, so so last year they had $346 million in combined salary and luxury taxes. That's the second priciest group of players ever assembled.
Did it say what the first was?
Yeah, the Dodgers this year.
In sports.
In sports history.
Oh, Lord.
The Dodgers are tracking for $357 million in both combined salary and competitive balance taxes. That's probably going to increase at the trade deadline. Now, they're saying in order to keep this crop of players together, the same team, it's going to have them pay in excess of $500 million. Before the Warriors make a single move, they'll start the offseason with 9 players, making it roughly $24 million more than the projected $149 million tax figure. So, $85 million bill would come with this partially formed roster just on luxury taxes. So now they're already up near $300 million. And then there's you add in the other 60% of roster that needs to be put in place, another $250 million, and there's your $500 million. They're saying it's going to cost them if they want to bring this team back next year, it's going to cost them $500 million to do so.
And they might be willing to do it.
Wow.
That is an owner saying, we're going to do whatever it takes to win.
Yeah, that's no
BS.
Exactly. It's the best owner you could ask for. Best owner.
No BS. We're going to do whatever it takes. We'll go over the top in terms of the luxury tax. And that scares the majority of teams in sports.
It really does, man.